Example 6. A graphic company charges $60 per hour for the work of its most senior graphic artists, $50 per hour for the work of a production designer, and $18 per hour for the work of a trainee. A recent project requires 31 hours of work from a senior artist, 13 hours from a production designer, and 45 hours from a trainee. Write out a mathematical statement for calculating the total labor cost and then compute the cost. So we've got senior graphic artist. We've got production designers, or a single production designer. And we also have a trainee working on the project. We'll start with the senior graphic artist. $60 per hour and 31 hours worked. So we've got $60 times 31 hours for the senior graphic artist. The next thing we have is the production designer, which is $50 an hour and a work of 13 hours. So we have $50 times 13 for the production designer. And finally, we have a trainee who works 45 hours and makes $18 an hour. So 45 times 18 for the trainee. Then we'll have to add these together to get our total labor cost. So we multiply first according to order of operation, and then we add. So 60 times 31 is 1,860 plus 50 times 13 is 650 plus 45 times 18 is 810. Adding those together, 1860 plus 650 plus 810 is $3,320. So we've got 31 times 60, 13 times 50, and 45 times 18. And notice it doesn't matter which order you write the multiplication in, because multiplication is commutative. That means that 31 times 60 is the same as 60 times 31. So it's $3,320 total dollars. Example number 7. A particular model of automobile is rated by an agency as 22 miles per gallon for city driving and 32 miles for highway driving. How many gallons of gas would the car consume during 176 miles of city driving and 160 miles of highway driving? So for the city driving, it's 22 miles per gallon, and we're driving 176 miles. So we take our 176 and we divide that by 22, and we get that we need 8 gallons. Now think about that. If you have 8 gallons and you get 22 miles for every gallon, then you multiply that and you get 176. So we have to divide to determine the number of gallons. Now we've got 32 miles per gallon for 160 miles. So we have to take our 160 and we have to divide that by 32, and that's going to give us 5 gallons. Again, if we took the 5 gallons, 32, we would get the 160. So we're going to have to divide to determine the number of gallons. Now that we know we need 8 gallons and 5 gallons, we will add the 8 plus the 5, and we'll get 13 gallons. During both city driving and highway driving, the car would consume 13 gallons of gas.